Sekou Smith from NBA.com, the Hangtime Podcast, the Hangtime Blog, out here with my main men's, Lang Whitaker of the All Ball Blog, John Schuhmann of NBA.com, my numbers man. We are here outside of Quicken Loans Arena, getting it in a little bit on a beautiful off day here in Cleveland, looking at what has to change in Game 4 for both these teams. There's going to be some adjustments made, obviously. We heard David Lee's name mentioned time and again today. Is there a feeling that the Warriors have now found this little crease that allows them to get back into this thing and maybe slow the Cavaliers down in terms of momentum?
Perhaps. We saw some stuff in the fourth quarter last night that would look good with David Lee running the pick and roll, making plays. But we're going to see, how desperate the Warriors are and whether that means making adjustments on both ends of the floor, right. Whether it means they got to start double teaming LeBron James in Game 4.
I don't like that idea, but I'm just going to say no, I don't like it. I don't like that idea.
Yeah, I think it opens up other things, including Tristan Thompson. Allows Tristan Thompson to roam a little bit more free on the offensive glass.
Right.
So what we're going to see. I think Steve Kerr has said, you might see some changes. We're definitely going to see some more David Lee. We'll see if there's changes on the defensive end as well.
Right. Lang, Cleveland royalty here on the brochure cover of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You should know this better than anybody. You've been here probably more than any of us this season.
Yeah.
You saw the streets last night after the game. We walked through it, and I was thinking to myself, how much the fans here now. You get 2 games and you just start anticipating those next 2. Is that a dangerous thing for these Cleveland fans to do right now, assuming that they're going to keep doing this?
I say you get a night. You get to have one night. And I mean, we walked out of the queue last night here, and this street behind us, every street was packed. People were celebrating, music, horns, everything. Let them have that. They've never had that before. They've never had a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals. Same time, I was thinking about this today. The Warriors haven't lost 3 games in a row all season. They've tied their season high for losses now with 2. So history suggests they're going to bounce back in this next game. If you're the Cavs, I don't think looking ahead is a bad thing, because what they're doing is pretty simple. They bring the ball down, they give it to LeBron, they wait till there's 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and they take the best shot they can. And then on defense, they bang the Warriors around and hold them under 90 points. And they've got a formula, and it works.
Yeah. I'm not sure that we've heard the kind of mea culpa yet either from the Warriors that I wanted to hear. Like, I've been wanting them to say, you know what, yes, we've been outplayed. We got to dig in. But I keep hearing this, well, we just got to make shots, or, you always have to make shots in the finals, but you have to ramp up your level of intensity for the finals. You have to play at that next level, like you mentioned, John, the urgency. A good friend of the league's has been tweeting and using social media, one Kobe Bryant, talking about the urgency or the lack thereof that he sees on one side, and the fact that the Cavaliers are playing with that.
It's also, I don't think it's lost on anybody that the one player with the most experience in this series is by far the most dominant player in this series, LeBron. And the Warriors don't have a guy with that kind of finals experience.
I thought you were talking about Dellavedova. My bad.
You mean the governor?
Yes. Or the mayor, or whatever it is. Is that experience, is it that much of a benefit? And maybe it's not just LeBron's. Is it James Jones, Sean Marion, Brendan Haywood, Mike Miller, Kendrick Perkins, is all those other guys in that locker room schooling some of those Tristan Thompson, Miles Garvin, these guys about how to handle this process, you think?
Well, I mean, I do think this series is coming down to the Warriors' role players. The Cavs are doing their best to take the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands, deny Klay Thompson the ball. It's going to come down. It's been coming down to guys like Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green hitting shots, and we've seen a little bit of panic, especially out of Green. I think it's just been a little bit too rushed. When he catches the pass off those pick and rolls, and so I think there's a little bit of inexperience that's playing a part here with the Warriors, especially. LeBron's just LeBron. I mean, I don't care about experience or nothing. He's the best player in the world, and I think he's showing in this series that he's the best player in the world by a pretty wide margin.
Right.
I mean, I was thinking about the other night or last night when he was the best player in the world 2008, 2009 when he was winning his first couple of MVPs, and he's so much better of a player right now. You know, like he didn't have a post game back then, and we saw early in Game 3 he was just destroying Harrison Barnes in the post.
Yeah.
You and I were talking last night on the walk back. Like, has there been a player that wasn't better when they played with LeBron? Like even Jordan and Magic had their guys who they couldn't really help, and they moved on. And I mean, almost every single player that has played with LeBron has had the best part of their career when they play alongside LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Harris has played like minimum minutes this year, and he's probably as good as he's ever been.
Shout out to Rick Fox.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rick Fox for calling it during the road. Yeah, in the road trip. He was like, this guy's going to make the team. Again, we'll see how things unfold in Game 4. Make sure you tune in to NBA TV and click on NBA.com for all the information from the finals here in Cleveland. At Quicken Loans Arena, Sekou Smith from NBA.com, the Hangtime Blog, the Hangtime Podcast, Lang Whitaker, John Schuhmann. We'll see you next time.
Later.